Guys, summer is right around the corner, and what does that mean? That means it's time to get our abs looking right and tight and make them define and have that 3D look. But what if I told you that everything you've been doing so far to get those results has been wrong? I used to follow the same old boring exercises like everyone else did without realizing that I needed to treat my ab muscles just like any other muscle in the human body that we exercise. But we're going to change that today because I'm tired of it, because in this video I'm going to give you the only 2 exercises you need to build your ab muscles up. These 2 exercises have completely transformed my ab muscles within the last 6 months. And to top it off, I'll also share a bonus exercise, I know I said 2 but I lied, that is backed by too much scientific research to ignore. Now, no matter how many ab exercises we do, our hard work will not show without getting our body fat percentage to a level where our abs become visible. To see the benefits of the exercises I'm about to cover, you need to start by getting your nutrition right, which is exactly what I'm going to be addressing in my upcoming video, so make sure to subscribe, right? But for now, take a look at this picture. It will help you gauge where you're currently at in terms of your body fat percentage and where you need to be to see your abs. Comment below your current body fat percentage and where you want to be by July, because that's when we really want to start peaking, when that sun is hot, man. At the start of this video, I said that we don't treat our ab muscles like other muscles we exercise. The reason is very simple. Common ab exercises such as planks, crunches, and sit-ups do not provide enough of a stimulus to grow your ab muscles and make them more defined and have that 3D look. Constantly doing these exercises will get them strong, I'll admit to that, but they will never have that look that you want. Now, when we target other muscles like our biceps here, we often use ways to stimulate growth. Following the same principle, I turned to science to create the perfect ab workout. My goal was to find exercises that not only activate the abs the most, but also allow for the addition of ways to promote muscle growth, which is what we're looking for. In this research, electromyography, or EMG, and I can't believe I said that right, was used to measure muscle activation. The results showed that hanging knee-ups with straps showed greater activation in the rectus abdominis, or the six-pack muscles that we see, and your oblique muscles when compared to traditional exercises like crunches and bent knee sit-ups. Due to this greater activation and the ability to add weights, hanging knee-ups with straps, and that's a mouthful, will be our first exercise. Adding weights to this exercise can further enhance activation and promote muscle growth. But before you start doing this exercise, make sure to avoid this common mistake, and that is rushing through the movement, and that's for any exercise, guys. As you do this exercise, take your time throughout the movement. Squeeze at the top and hold for about 1 second before slowly lowering your legs, maintaining tension throughout your ab muscles as they lengthen. As I mentioned in my previous video on muscle growth, make sure to check that out, I'll leave a link in this video. Research indicates that muscle grows most when there's tension on the muscle while it is elongated. But unfortunately, there's another problem. Most gyms do not have arm straps to do hanging knee-ups. But there are a few solutions I have for you guys. The first solution I have is weighted hanging knee-ups using the captain chair machine, and I did not even know that's what the machine was called. It may not be exactly the same, but it is a good substitute. The second solution, and if you're strong enough, is to hold yourself up on a pull-up bar and perform weighted hanging knee-ups. This closely mimics the actual exercise if you don't have the straps. Now, the first solution is going on Amazon and buying the straps. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description below so that you guys can go purchase it. It's pretty cheap. Now, moving on to our second exercise, we have the reverse crunch incline at 30 degrees. These names are very long. In the same study, this exercise ranked among the top 3 for showing the most muscle activation. Doing this exercise is simple and easily accessible, as most gyms have an incline sit-up machine. To perform it, grab a dumbbell that isn't too heavy, about 5 to 10 pounds, maybe even 15 pounds. Get on the sit-up incline machine and place the dumbbell between your feet, just like with the hanging knee-ups. Make sure to take your time doing the exercise. Another study found that time under tension produces more muscle growth. That study showed greater muscle growth when both the concentric and eccentric phases were performed for 6 seconds each. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't have time to be aiming for a 12-second rep, and it's not practical, to be honest with you guys. So instead, I suggested 5-second cadence per rep, with 2 seconds for each phase and 1 second hold at the top of the movement. This approach can still provide tremendous results without the need for extended rep times. If your gym doesn't have an incline sit-up machine, or you prefer to do this exercise at home, you can substitute it with a regular reverse crunch. Use the same 5-second cadence for each rep, and remember to add weight for added resistance. Now for the bonus exercise, the research showed that the power wheel rollout showed the most muscle activation, making it the top exercise for activation. Even though you can't add weights to this exercise, it is way too effective in activating the abdominal muscles to leave it off our list, so it is a must for your ab training routine. Now to induce muscle growth, focus on doing a higher number of reps. Take your time with each rep, as the inability to add weights makes it even more important to focus on time and attention to stimulate growth. If your gym doesn't have a power wheel, you can use a barbell as a substitute or purchase a power wheel on Amazon for a cheap price, about $12, $16, or $20. As you guys can see, not really expensive. And I'll make sure to leave a link in the description of the one I'm personally using so that you guys can check it out. Now that is it for this video, guys. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Peace, y'all.